Hey, what's up to all my Virgos out there? So please make sure to get this book at Amazon.com. The link will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. I'm not doing any kind of personal readings at the moment, considering how my last YouTube channel went. But the first couple of cards that I got are the Chariot, the Empress, right? The Three of Swords, and then you have the Hermit here, which basically means this is for Virgo. I am a Virgo myself, and shout outs to K Blau. Virgo is usually seen right when Virgo's season sets in, which is when this video is actually produced. Still in Virgo season, but more towards the end of it. But Virgo season nonetheless is known as brutality season, because when you're in the season of Gemini and Cancer and Leo, you can run, shout outs to K Blau for this, you can run your mouth, possibly have a one night stand, kick it, the dog days of summer, hang out, kick it, you know what I mean, just really enjoy and hang out all times of the day, all times of the night. Virgo season marks the end of that. So explain to you why in another video. So basically how this ties up into it is that this basically represents that same kind of energy within this reading. What's going on here is that you Virgos come into this month like, okay, what's next? Because the Chariot represents Cancer, and it's also a transformative card, right? Just like the Tower, ironically, it's a transformative card, but more so a transformation based upon self-realization of something that you already knew you may or you may not have known something was already there. But where am I getting at? The point that I'm trying to make here is that you Virgos come into this month in October like, okay, I survived a very challenging September, and now I'm ready to move forward. And the Hermit is a representation of how you need to learn to move forward, but you need to learn to move forward by yourself. And the thing is that the next two cards that I come up with here is the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Five of Wands. So the Ace and the Five of Wands is a representation of how, so what's next for that is that there's a lot more opportunity now that you're by yourself, because there's no body around who is essentially trying to get in your way, stop you from doing anything, blighting you. And because of that, you have the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands. So the Ace of Wands and Five of Wands represents just that. The Five of Wands represents that, you've already had your disagreements or your dust-ups with the people that weren't really necessarily the best fit for your life because they were on some nonsense. Now what goes on here is that the next cards that I come up with is the Seven of Cups, and then you have the Tower. So the Seven of Cups and the Tower is about how now the world is your oyster. What is it that you want to do? So choose wisely. But what the cards are also saying is that some of you Virgos may end up going back to that same blight that got you in the first place at the very beginning. Now for those people, for those Virgos, ascendant, sun, moon, Venus, what you really want to do is that you really want to accept this transformation for what it is, because the Chariot is a representation of that, right? But more so of opportunity, right? And the Tower is a representation of that too, because Chariot is Cancer and Tower is Scorpio, and Cancer and Scorpio are both lower and higher octaves of transformative energy. So what this represents is that you Virgos are definitely going through a transformative time. I know I am. Lost my channel, my previous one, and a bunch of other stuff has happened then, but it is what it is. So the thing is that the last two cards that I come up with is the Eight of Wands, and then you have the Eight of Swords, which means so not everybody can come. Not everybody's gonna understand, even if they're cool with you. When you try to explain to people this is what's going to happen, they're going to more so look at it from the aspect of you putting them down, as opposed to them understanding that certain things aren't really important. You know, instead, and Virgo, shout outs to K Blau for this too. Virgo sometimes has a habit of getting lost into getting caught up in what's not good about something or what's not working about something, as opposed to what is working about something. So the point that I'm trying to make here is, sorry about that, you need to learn to understand the both elements of that. So that's just something to think about. Comment, like, subscribe. Peace.